Hello everyone. In today's video, I will discuss about digital capitalism and cultural capital. Digital capitalism is a newly emerged phenomena that has been studied, analyzed by digital sociology in different contexts. And cultural capital is a conceptual framework that used by Bourdieu in the context of the modern society and the transition of different forms of capital. So, in today's discussion, I will try to integrate both the concepts and I will elaborate in brief how we can use this concept in pursuing different researches or explore different phenomena and issues in the contemporary world. So, how can we understand digital capitalism? When we say digital capitalism, then comes the phenomena of digital resources, digital infrastructure, digital properties. So, individuals in the digital society are not just the members of the physical society or conventional society, they are also member of the digital society. As a part of the digital society, they owns the digital resources or they get access into the digital resources. So, in the process of the access of the digital resources or accumulation of the digital resources leads to the development of the digital capital, or we can say that these digital resources and digital infrastructure further produces or generates the digital information, and these digital informations, in other words, can be called as big data. So big data is further the basis of the capitalism or digital capitalism in the digital society. So individuals basically uses digital resources, and the use of the digital resources generate digital information. So individuals every move, individuals every act, individuals present in the digital space becomes the information. So having digital resources also generates or produces the digital informations. Now question comes whether common people or individuals or agencies owns the digital capital or not. Who owns the digital capital? Here we can say that the various enterprises, corporate organizations, industries or various agencies who owns the digital resources, information, big data, and these agencies, enterprises and organizations use, regenerate or exchange these informations, and in this process they do trade and business, and it further maximizes the resources, further maximizes the informations, so further maximizes the capital. So the main issue is that in the digital society, the digital resources, digital informations, big data becomes the basis of the capital. Now individuals or the members of the society or the common people in the society cannot get isolated from this phenomena of digital capitalism. They are bound to get access into these resources. Now the issue of digital divide. Issue of digital divide is produced by the digital capitalism, like a section of the society having the resources, infrastructure, and they are well equipped. So they are further developing, redeveloping their digital presence, digital existence, whereas other sections of the society are not able to get access into the digital resources and infrastructure, are becoming excluded. So digital divide is a phenomena which mainly exist in the digital society, and the digital capitalism is one of the factor behind this digital divide. Now, just like the material objects, just like the economic infrastructure, just like the manufacturing of the goods and the commodities, the information is produced, reproduced, maximized, used, exchanged. Now, how it happens? It happens because of the individual's participation in the digital platforms, social media platforms, e-commerce platforms. I have mentioned three here main areas of the digital participation. Now, individuals' participation in these platforms have become inevitable. They are inevitably participating in this, even if they are not willing to do, but they are still becoming the members of these or participants of these platforms. So, the moments they start using these platforms, these resources for whatever may be the reason, for just maybe simple entertainment purpose, or maybe just for shopping a necessary item, or maybe just watching a news, they are becoming the part of this, the information processing. And the agencies involved, the organizations involved use the algorithm to further the influence the choice of the people and the consumers to get more and more involved in these platforms. So this is how this information processing and information development becomes a prolonged process, and this is how this digital capitalism works. So this is just a brief understanding. We can have further discussions in other video as well. Now, digital capitalism is linked to the cultural capital. Cultural capital of Bourdieu basically focuses on how individuals' knowledge, education, qualification, skill are uses for economic capital, like how these cultural capital can be transformed into economic capital, how the individual's knowledge, skill, education, qualifications are used to earn the livelihood or to develop the economic base or economic infrastructure of a person, or economic the existence of a person. So cultural capital basically transforms into the economic capital. For example, education is the cultural capital. Now, based on the qualifications, based on the level of education, based on the skill a person's get, his or her position and status in the economic domain, and accordingly the economic reward he or she gets. Similarly, now in this digital society, cultural capital is basically the people's knowledge, skill of using digital platform. Now, for example, a person is educated, but he or she is not able to use the digital platforms or the resources, then his cultural capital may be lagging behind here. So the cultural capital in this context is individuals' knowledge of digital platforms, use of the digital platform, right use of the digital platforms, and the proper functioning, knowledge of proper functioning, and how these knowledge and skill are used to generate the economic resources, or to generate economic outcome and the profit. So cultural capital in the digital society has changed further. Now, in the context of the digital capitalism, even cultural capital has also been redefined, and we need to revisit the cultural capital in the digital society and how this cultural capital in the digital society is transforming into digital capital or digital economic capital. So broadly, I can say that in the contemporary society at global level, we can take up many issues today. We can take up many phenomena which the academics, faculty members, research scholars, students can take up for writing research paper, for dissertation, for thesis and so on. So how digital capital, information capital is being growing day by day, and common people are becoming inevitably part of this capitalization. And further is the cultural capital, which is reinforcing this process of the digital capitalism. Now individuals or the peoples or the common people are bound to have this cultural capital in the digital context, and this is how both the phenomena are reintegrating or reinforcing each other. So this much is the present discussion. I will continue this discussion in the next video. Thank you very much.